With new details on the plan for prosecuting drug investigations out of Santa Rosa.
The Cameron County District Attorney recently announced he wouldn't accept cases handled by the chief. The chief's still on the job. City leaders voted to keep him last night.
Channel 5's Taylor Winkle joins us with what happens next. Taylor.
Yeah, after a community meeting in Santa Rosa last night, some residents feeling a bit unsafe. We're going to get into that story now. The questions of many Santa Rosa residents we spoke to remain on the minds today. What happens to crime victims and what happens to those looking at prosecution? After a community meeting in Santa Rosa last night, some residents feeling a bit
unsafe.
Mrs. Cruz Rodriguez is watching her community shift.
We bought this place in '62.
Close to 60 years ago, she says she felt more secure.
Very safe, yes. I had no problems whatsoever, never. But now hearing this thing, it really bothers me because this is the city, our police department.
The same police department that's supposed to bring her a sense of safety is now raising questions. District Attorney Luis Saenz says his office will no longer accept any cases wherein Chief Ronnie Hernandez is the investigating officer or where the Santa Rosa Police Department seizes any type of physical evidence, including narcotics cases. That statement after a 2018 audit of the police. The DA said Chief Hernandez couldn't account for 15 pounds of missing marijuana. We called and stopped by the station to ask Chief Hernandez what the DA's decision means for crime victims involved in his cases and where those cases are supposed to go.
Will he call me? Because we just have some questions.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yeah, tell him to call you.
We were told he was out patrolling and working on cases with the school district. He didn't return our phone calls. We also reached out to the municipal judge for guidance. City Hall told us they weren't allowed to give us his contact information, but he'd call us back. In a follow-up to our questions last night, the DA sent us this new statement reading, "To the extent that the citizens of Santa Rosa deserve to have their cases prosecuted, I will review each case individually and determine whether or not Mr. Hernandez's involvement will compromise the case." We also reached out to the Texas Attorney General's office to ask about the law involving these situations. They tell us the district attorney is allowed to recuse himself from cases or refer them somewhere else.
So now we know the DA will be individually reviewing every case to come out of the city to decide if that is something that Cameron County will take on or if he will refer it somewhere else like another county. Reporting live in the studio, Taylor Winkle, Channel 5 News at 10.